Hello, my name is Raxl, and tonight I shall recite for you El Cuervo, or I mean The Raven, by Edgar Allan Poe, abridged. Once upon a medianoche dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my puerta de la camera. Only this, and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the desolado December, and each separate dying ember wrought its phantasma upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my book surcease of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the Angeles name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastico terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my corazon, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. 'Surely,' said I, 'surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore.' Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least reverentia made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my puerta de la camera, perched and sat, and nothing more. 'Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou,' I said, 'art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutoniana shore.' Quoth the raven, 'Nevermore.' Then methought the air could answer, perfumed by an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. 'Wretch,' I cried, 'thy God hath lent thee, by these angeles he hath sent thee, respite, and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore.' Quoth the raven, 'Nevermore.' 'Prophet,' said I, 'thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or diablo, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden it shall clasp a sainted maiden who the Angeles name Lenore.' Quoth the raven, 'Nevermore.' 'Be that word our sign in parting, Pajaro or fiend,' I shrieked, upstarting. 'Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutoniana shore. Leave no black monacho as a token of the lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door.' Quoth the raven, 'Nevermore.' And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a Demonus that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted. Nunciam mais.